Howdy, it's 2B Dauntless. So, you are getting into Neverness to Everness and you want to know more about Esper cycles. Each character has their own element or Esper type. This can be seen here looking at the character profile. Espers include Anima, Incantation, Cosmos, Psyche, Lakshana, and Chaos. Each Esper can react with the Esper to either side of it on this Esper wheel. This reaction is called an Esper cycle. As you fight enemies, your character's cycle gauge will fill. When it caps out, characters that can cycle with them will get this glowing icon by their profile picture. Switching to that character will then activate the Esper cycle, reset the previous character's gauge, and proc the Esper effect. When you obtain new cartridges and modules for your builds, stats like cycle intensity can empower your Esper cycle reactions for your team. Now, let's take a look at each type of Esper cycle. First up is Remora. This Esper cycle combines the Lakshana and Cosmos Espers. By performing this cycle, the enemy's hit will be inflicted with the Remora state. This slows their movement and attack speed. It decays over time until the enemy is back to their regular speed. Specific characters can have passives that affect and boost your Esper cycles. An example here is Skia with his passive Suppression. Next up is the Blossom cycle. This is procced by using the Cosmos and Anima Espers together. The Blossom cycle will create a Vita bud near the enemy. This bud will generate Vita pistols that will target enemies, dealing small AoE damage. There can be up to 3 Vita buds on the field at the same time. Another passive buff to this is Mint. She can increase the AoE effect on these Vita pistols. Note that because Cosmos is next to both Lakshana and Anima, it can cycle with both Espers. However, Lakshana and Anima do not have a cycle together on their own. There are 2 unique Esper cycles called Charge and Discord. These 2 cycles include 3 Espers each. Charge covers Lakshana, Cosmos, and Anima. Charge will grant your active character 10 extra ultimate energy when your Vita pistols from Blossom hit enemies who already have the Remora from Lakshana and Cosmos. This can be buffed too, such as by Edgar with his Charge enchantment. Discord uses the Incantation, Chaos, and Psyche elements. This will reduce the enemy's break bar when they are affected by both Nova and Scorch cycles. Now this is where team building comes into play. Characters will generally work best with others who are next to them on the cycle wheel. They can also work with the Esper one spot away if they are linked by Cosmos for a Charge cycle or by Chaos for Discord cycle. Next, let's look at Hex. An enemy can become hexed if combining the Anima and Incantation Espers. This will deal an instance of follow-up damage equal to 20% of the Anima and Incantation damage that they take within the next 12 seconds. Stain is activated by using Lakshana and Psyche together. This will increase the amount of Psyche and Lakshana damage the enemy takes by 20% for 12 seconds after triggering. Next up is Scorch. This is another Esper cycle that uses Incantation and pairs it with Chaos. This will inflict a dot effect on the enemy. As you can see here, I have 2 characters that can empower Scorch, so it would be great to add a Chaos character to this team to take advantage of this effect. The last cycle is called Nova. This is triggered with Chaos and Psyche and will cause the enemy to take a large amount of mental damage after 5 seconds. But not as much mental damage as I would take when I lose my 50-50. Oh wait! This is Neverness to Everness. When you wish on a rate up special banner character, you are actually guaranteed to get the S rank character when you hit. There is no more 50-50, it's just 100%. And that is the Esper cycle. This game has some similarities to reaction systems in games like Genshin and other elemental systems. Understanding the cycle wheel is a key part of learning how to build an efficient team that can combo and work well together. Their skills and abilities will also play a factor, but at least knowing their Esper types will go a long way towards putting together a team to overcome harder content such as the Ghost Train Beyond the Rails. If there are any other NTE topics that you would like to see a video on, let me know. My name is To Be Dauntless, thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more NTE content.